Good evening. May we be stocked with peace and prosperity. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, greetings of virtue. The Honorable Members of Legislative and the Honorable Member of Executive. The Honorable Heads, Foreign Vice Heads, and Member States of institutions. The Honorable Minister of the Cabinet, and the Honorable Chief of Police Department, and the Honorable Generals in the Army. And all the distinguished ladies and gentlemen and my fellow countrymen, we shall be grateful that amidst global economic turmoil, our economic development during the past 5 years has recorded tremendous achievement. Our economic growth has tendency to increase from 4.88% in 2015 to 5.17% in 2018. And in the first semester of 2019, it reached 5.6%. Unemployment rate dropped from 5.81% in February in 2015 to 5.1% in February 2019. The number of disadvantaged people continued to decline from 11.22% in March 2015 to 9.51% in March 2019. The lowest in the history of Indonesia. Income disparity continued to decrease as indicated by increasing lower Gini ratio from 0.508 in March 2015 to 0.382 in March 2019. Human Development Index rose from 96.55 in 2015 to 71.39 in 2018, or classified in the high status. This indicates that not a single province was included in the low status. Logistic performance rose from the world 53rd ranks in 2014 to 46th rank in 2019. In Global Competitiveness Index, our infrastructure quality, including electricity and water sector, from the world 81st rank in 2015 to 71st in 2019. Enormous achievements have been an integral part of fiscal reform and that we have implemented. We have no longer added money for the functions, but money for the program instead. We are no longer oriented to process and output, but focusing on impact and outcome. We continue to manage fiscal in order to be healthier, more just, and to support independence. However, we must stay alert. Economic challenges are getting tougher and more complex in the future. World economy is experiencing uncertainty. Some emerging markets are experiencing crisis, and some countries are experiencing negative growth. We are also confronted with a trade war. Some countries' currency depreciation, such Chinese yuan and Argentinian peso, have provoked an alarming concerns. Ladies and gentlemen, as economic is slowing down in several countries, ours must be able to grow. We must be able to turn crises into opportunities, and we must always stay observant. We have to use difficult strains to rise and thrive for advanced Indonesia. One of the keys is to continue to improve national competitiveness by relying on the quality of human resources. Quality of human resources constitutes a crucial asset to enter the age of digital-based economy. Several human resource development programs are being launched to ensure that demographic bonus of life advances. We will build talented generations who have character and able to adapt to technological development. Indonesia possesses the startup asset to compete at the global level. We are the 4th largest population in the world. Most of our population are young people. Our middle class population grows rapidly. I'm confident by focusing on the improvement of human resources quality, Indonesia will be able to actualize visions to be a developed country. Through such determination, the 2020 fiscal policy is drawn up with the theme, a budget to accelerate competitiveness through innovations and improved quality of human resources. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2020, the government is drawing up macroeconomic assumptions as follows. First, economic growth will be within the range of 5.3%, with consumption and investments the main engines, inflation will be maintained low within the range of 3.1% to support people purchasing power. Second, amidst the uncertainty of the external conditions, the rupiah exchange rate is estimated to be in range of 4,400 rupiah per dollar. The government is certain that investment will flow into the country owing to positive projections of Indonesia and improvement in investment climate. The 2-3 months government treasury or surat perbendaharaan negara rate is estimated to be within the range of 5.4%. Third, Indonesia's crude oil price is estimated to be average $65 per barrel. Though here sensitive towards various global dynamics, the government continues to monitor the oscillations of oil price and global commodity. Four, by means of optimizing the utilization of natural resources, including oil and gas, the lifting target of oil and gas in 2020 is estimated to reach 700,000 barrels per day and 1.90 million barrels of oil equivalent per day. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2020, government will adopt a strategy of fiscal policy, namely mobilizing, committing, and maintaining expenditures in order to be more effective in supporting priority programs and exploring sources of funding in prudent and efficient manner through the reinforcement of quasi-fiscal role. In accordance with the theme of 2020, the bill is focused on 5 main aspects. First, strengthening the quality of human resources. And second, accelerating infrastructure development in support of economic transitions. And third, strengthening social protection program. And the fourth is improving the quality of fiscal decentralization. And the last one is anticipating global uncertainty. By focusing on those 5 aspects and referring to the character of expansive, directed, and measured fiscal policy, the budget deficit is drawn up to reach among 1.66% of GDP. And state expenditure, ladies and gentlemen, in 2020, beyond state budget, the state expenditure is drawn up to reach amount of 2.528 trillion, or about 14.5% of GDP. Furthermore, the expenditures are also indeed for boosting investment and export, improving and competitiveness and productivity. With educational budget, it's expected that no Indonesian children will be left behind. The basic skill of Indonesian children have to build starting from early childhood. And primary education, particularly to improve literacy, mathematics, and science skills to become typing point of the improvement of knowledge skills in the children at the higher level education. The policy to improve the quality of Indonesian people will also emphasize to improve the quality of the teacher, starting from the screening for prospective teachers. On the primary and secondary education, to provide equal access to educations and acceleration of 20 years compulsory educations, the government continue to school operational assistant, or we know that BOS, program for 45.6 million students in 2020. In addition, the government also continues Smart Indonesian program atau program Indonesia Pintar by providing scholarship for 20.1 million students. Upon the completion of 20 years compulsory education, children from underprivileged families will be given with wider access to receive higher level of education. Through better education, we are able to cut off the intergenerational poverty link. Therefore, in 2020, the government expands scholarships target for high-level educations. To those who have academic achievement through Smart Indonesian Car College or Kartu Indonesia Pintar, including advanced bidik misi scholarships. This scholarship program is also distributed of students of vocational, of polytechnic educations and undergraduate education for science and technology program. Ladies and gentlemen, in accordance with the mandate law of health of 2009, the government has been consistent maintaining the allocation of government budget at 5% of the state budget since 2016. In 2020, we are continuing the priority program in the health sector by bolstering health service and access the first level health facility, followed by ensuring availability of the quality of the health worker. Intensifying promotive and preventive program is also conducted by providing nutrition and immunizations of toddlers, as well public education on the importance of healthy lifestyle to prevalence of non-infectious diseases. Ladies and gentlemen, the government also tried to provide protection particularly of 40% of the most disadvantaged for infancy until the old age. In 2020, the government is to dispute budget from 96.8 million recipient of National Health Insurance Assistance or Program Keluarga Harapan for 10 million beneficiaries and the surpassing cash for assistance. In addition to assisting the underprivileged families, the government is also presented to continue program and support ultra and micro small and medium enterprises. Those have been designed and ensure the smaller social economic until its society. Ladies and gentlemen, the state expenditure shall be focused by reducing intergenerational inequality. Consistently, we are going to continue the development of economic zone outside the Java, maintaining industrializations in the form of downstreaming, mining and plantation product. Ladies and gentlemen, aside enhancing resource development, the government also continued to develop the international connectivity, particularly frontier, outermost, and remote, or tertinggal, terdepan, dan terluar. For in particular, outside 3 key regions that government is focusing on improvement of management, governance, and regulatory framework infrastructure. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all what I can say for today. May God Almighty bestow His blessings upon in the performing and entertainment displays by the entire people of Indonesia. Long life Republic of Indonesia. Long life the land Pancasila. I thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Santi Santi Om. Namo Buddhaya. Greetings of virtue. Thank you. Thank you.